DJ BrewTube Beer Review. It's that time of year again. That's right. Pumpkin beer or fall serving, whatever you want to call it. Time of drinking, whatever we're going to do. And from whom do we have said serving to pour down our necks or our gullets today? We have one from Neshaminy Creek Brewing Company out of Croydon, Pennsylvania, USA. Yay, yay! And what beer do we have from them today? We have their Punkless Dunkel. This is a pumpkin or urban fruit beer, whatever the hell you want to call it, that's on a Dunkelweizen base. It's a fall serving. It clocks in at 8.8 ABV and 15 IBUs. Now, ingredients in this beer, besides the Dunkelweizen base, they are having what? Lots of adjuncts because it's a pumpkin beer. So in this beer is pumpkin, brown sugar, cinnamon, nutmeg, and allspice on that 8.8 ABV and 15 IBU base. That sounds freaking awesome. Now, if you don't know about Croydon, PA, that's not too far outside of Philadelphia if you're not from the area. So, you know what? Not too far from here, really. You could drive that, and I don't know, I guess Croydon from the Maryland area is probably about an hour and 45 minutes or so. So, you know what? Yeah, enough of that shit. Stop flapping my gums. Let's crack the top on this, get in the snap off, and tell you what's up with Punkless Dunkel from Neshaminy Creek Brewing. Hell yes. Let's get in the glass. I've had several beers from Neshaminy at the brewery. Never did any videos or anything like that on it, but they're making quality beers, and they do classic styles like Dunkelweizens and things of that sort really well. So let's see how they do in pumpkin beer land. Now, you're noticing, you're saying, DJ, this is an imperial pumpkin beer. That's what I drink these days, because if it's not imperial, most of them suck. So let's talk about the appearance. It is a completely opaque, burnt orange sort of color. It's really dark. It probably looks almost black to you on the camera. Really deep burnt orange. It had a one finger. It's down to 3/4 of a finger of sort of khaki off-white sort of bubbles. When I swirl it, yeah, we're going to get nice glass lace. You know, we got tons of alcohol like just gripping on the inside of that snap top. Look at that beautiful brew in the glass. It's pretty. But with all those adjuncts in there, this better smell good. So you know what we're going to do now? We're going to dive in for that aroma. Woo! Up in your grill with cinnamon. First off, after that buttery pumpkin. It really smells like clove. I know they're saying there's allspice in there, but clove and allspice smell pretty close, but it's really clove smelling. The nutmeg's a background player. Lots of malt, bready sweetness. More buttery pumpkin. The brown sugar's coming up now. It smells like pumpkin bread a lot. If you've had pumpkin bread before, this really smells like that. Lots of sweet notes, almost like a chocolatey aroma in the background too. Maybe from some of the malts that are in the Dunkelweizen. Man, this smells like delicious pumpkin bread. Hell, let's go. Cheers! That's damn good. Yum. Right up at the front, first thing you notice is a nice full mouth feel. A lot of pumpkin beers can be watery sometimes. That's not this. Nice, I'd say medium full mouth feel, but after that, first thing you get is that brown sugar sweetness. After that, the pumpkin comes in, that sort of buttery gourd flavor. This actually has a lot of pumpkin taste to it. I make pumpkin bread in the pressure cooker, you know, kind of grainless pumpkin bread in the pressure cooker a lot, and this really tasted that pumpkin right from the can, that gourdy sort of taste. After that, the cinnamon comes in, nutmeg after that actually, and the clove that was the big player in the aroma is actually more of a background end of the palate player, and the finish is bone dry, 8.8%, completely hidden in this beer, completely. A little bit of earthiness. I'm not sure what hops they use in this. Maybe some like noble hops or Tetnang or whatever like you use in a Dunkelweizen. But man, let me take another taste of this. Really, really well-made pumpkin beer. I'm impressed. I don't geek out or get that happy about pumpkin beers that often. And this beer is really well-made. I'm not sure how far Neshaminy Creek distributes. I know they're readily available in Maryland, maybe some parts of Virginia and things of that sort. But man, really great brew. If you get a chance to try this, I'm already recommending it, and I haven't graded it. But let's get to that point of grading. Now, at time of recording, Beer Advocate is in this beer 4.04 out of 5. So that's like a 90, like A minus, high B plus kind of range sort of grade for this. And Untapped is giving this 3.77 out of 5. So that'd be A minus range for those guys too. Super high B plus. I think this is better than that because I've drank a lot of pumpkin beers. Let me take another taste and tell you what I think. I think, for me, the alcohol is completely hidden. It has as advertised flavors. Almost every single one of those flavors are hit spot on in there. I'm going to go A on this. I'm going to go right in my A range, 95. Super solid. I would drink it again. It's crazy crushable for 8.8%. And if you're into that kind of like pumpkin spice sort of feeling and you want a beer for it, I recommend this one. So, have you had Punkless Dunkel from Neshaminy Creek Brewing Company? If you have, let me know what you know, because I like the quid pro quo and the back and forth. I also really like it when you do me a great big favor and you think locally, drink locally, and support the craft beer movement. All three of those things are really important. If you can do me another favor, I'm asking for a lot of favors, but you know how I roll. If you can do me another, kind of like help me out and stuff by rating, commenting, subscribing, especially if this is your first time with us, and if you can get around to it. One more thing. Come on, you can do it. You know what you gotta do. You gotta smash that like button, because that, along with one, maybe two cans, especially at 8.8%, is all I'm gonna need of Punkless Dunkel to put my big ass pumpkin beer drinking happy face on. So the next DJs BrewTube, I got nothing but a hell bunch of Punkless Dunkel drinking, the Neshaminy Creek and all that kind of stuff, drinking love for you, and you know what's coming for you by now. That's right. You're ready for it, aren't you? Probably, yeah. A big ass pizza!